not this tall. The compromise of doing this together on the big the big table, is that I have to stand on the box. I look fabulous, thank you. We want to thank Courtney and Melinda and Mickey for sharing with us. And I know that many of you sitting out there have your own stories that you can share as well. And I encourage you to do that. We'll be back in the ONEG, but not just in this space, but wherever you have the opportunity, because it's a learning experience for those who have not gone through what you've gone through, and it can be certainly helpful, talking about help, to those who are facing the same things that you've gone through. Know of people who just recently diagnosed, and they need our help, they need your help as well. So we'll continue the conversation, again, not only this evening, but throughout the community, and be able to help those who are in need as we go forward. So for this evening, we've lit our candles, and we are thankful that we can be together to celebrate Shabbat annually, as we do together as a community. And if you'll kindly join us in the singing of Hine Matov as Rabbi Rose plays and leads us. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. You'll find the red siddur in front of you, in the pocket in front of you. We will begin this evening on page 5, where you'll find Shalom Aleichem, our hymn, welcoming in those ministering angels into our midst, bringing us the shalom of Shabbat, the peace of Shabbat. We join together, bottom of page 5, and if you're not familiar with our siddur, the Hebrew is on the right, the English is generally on the left, and there is the transliteration in the red generally below or within the English side, with notes as well in the red and the Hebrew. So you can follow along on page 5 as we begin together.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
If you'll kindly turn to page 10, there you'll find the hymn Yedid Nefesh. It's a beautiful hymn written by Eliezer Azikiri in the 17th century, 16th, 17th century. It is a beautiful melody that welcomes in Shabbat, and I think as you'll hear the melody, if you're not familiar with it, it certainly tends to bring in that spirit to us, that ruach, as we talk about the soul of ourselves being connected to God. So page 10, if you'll join with me. Yedid nefesh av harachaman mishach avdach el retzonach yarutz avdach kemo haya yishtachaveh mul hadarach ki yerav lo yedidutach mino fetzuf vechol tam yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai dai yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai dai yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai dai yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 yadadai dai 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 dai. Page 11, you'll find the formal beginning of Kabbalat Shabbat, the hymn L'chu Neradana, the 95th Psalm, as we join together, as Rabbi Rose leads us.
Let us sing out to God, the maker of all, sure and strong. Let all of creation from mountain to sea hear our song. Let
Page 19 at the bottom in the small print on the left side of the page, you'll find a wonderful reading that comes from a contemporary Tel Aviv prayer community. And as you see from the note, it speaks of Shabbat as an island of redemption, of an opportunity to bring Shabbat into our space, into our time, into our neshama, into our nefesh, our souls, as we seek the peace that we need from the Sabbath. So if you'll join with me, the bottom of page 19 in the English, the reading together. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your coming. Bring with you rest and peace following a tumultuous week filled with so many demands. Bring the space in which, with others and alone, we can shape an infinity of dreams. Bring the hour of forgiveness in which to hear the pounding heart of another human being. Blessed is your coming, Shabbat. Blessed is your Creator. Blessed is your light. Amen. We turn to page 23. There you'll find Lecha Dodi, our hymn that welcomes in Shabbat as a bride or queen into our midst. As we were comparing notes this evening, we said, wait, we're doing the same verses. Oh, give or take. Mostly. So we're going to join together in the Craig Taubman melody, but it will be doing the first two verses together, the middle verse on page 24 and the last verse on page 25. And as you see from the note, that last verse, we have the custom of doing as the mystics did and do, as that is to stand up, if you're able to, face the door, the entrance where we came in, as we welcome in that Shabbat bride or queen into our midst. So we'll begin on page 23, the first two verses, as we join together.
Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela La 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad Ishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad u'shamo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Likrat Shabbat lechu b'nelcha Ki him kor ha'beracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila la 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela
Middle of 24.
Hitoreri, hitoreri Kiva orech kumi ori Uri, uri, shir daberi Kevod Adonai layach Nikla la 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat
We rise, the bottom of 25, we rise.
Oiv v'shalom ateret bala Gam b'simcha u'b'tzahala Toch emunei am segula Bohi chala, bohi chala Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela La 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 Lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela Lecha lecha dodi likrat likrat kala Penei penei Shabbat nikabela.
You are welcome to be seated. We turn to page 27. There you'll find the Psalm for Shabbat as we join together. 27.
What am I doing? Mizmor
Shir le'yom haShabbat, tov lehodot la'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor shir le'yom haShabbat, tov lehodot la'Adonai, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon, u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon. בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שמחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך רננה. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. Those reciting Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, first mourner's Kaddish. We'll have a second one at the end of the service. You'll find this first one on page 30. Those reciting, welcome to rise and join with me. And here at CBI, as we have been doing, we've designated this mourner's Kaddish as one that we think about our brothers and sisters in Israel, those who especially lost their lives on the attacks on October 7th, as we come to a year, almost the year anniversary of that event. We certainly keep them and their families in our thoughts. So page 30, Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Those reciting are welcome to rise and join with. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Alomei Olmaya. Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shmei Dekudisha B'richu. Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Da'amiran Mi'alma V'imru Amen. Yehi Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael. Welcome to be seated for just a moment. We go into the evening service this evening with our usual call to worship, which you'll find the Baruch Hu, page 39A. Don't ask me why it's an A and not a B, but it's an A. B is pretty much the same thing, but we will join together on the top of page 39A. And once again, I'll ask if you are able to rise as we join together. 39A. the bracha of creation on the bottom half of 39a on the left side, again in English. Baruch atah Adonai, our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tsebaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavtir bein yom uvein laila, Adonai Tsebaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. We join together page 40, Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Avta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochenu u'v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam v'hed ki heim chayenu v'orech yameinu v'orech yameinu u'mahem negei yomam v'layla yomam v'layla v'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. We join together the Shema, page 41. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Gevurah Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. We read together in the English, the V'ahavta, the middle of 41. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all that is yours. These words that I command you this day shall be taken to heart. Teach them again and again to your children. Speak of them when you sit in your home, when you walk on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a symbol above your eyes. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your home and on your gates. We turn on over to page 44. You'll find Mi Chamocha, our words our ancestors sang together as they, in jubilation as they crossed the Red Sea from slavery into freedom. We join together in the Debbie Friedman melody, page 44.
page 45, you'll turn to the left side of the page where you'll find our Hashkivenu prayer in the English. It's a beautiful prayer that it used to be a bedtime prayer, actually. It was the prayer that was said as we were going to sleep at night, and with the hope and the expression that we can arise to a brighter tomorrow. So we join together in the English on page 45, after which we'll sing together in the Hebrew on the right. So together, allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Amen. You'll find the Craig Taubman version as we sing together, page 45 at the top on the right.
Hashkivenu
Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzeiteinu uvoheinu lechaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Page 46, you'll find Vishamru, our paragraph from Exodus, reminds us of our connection to God through the sign, through the oath of Shabbat, the gift of the covenant of Shabbat. We join together as we rise, as we sing. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et Shabbat la'asot et Shabbat לדורותם ברית העולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We remain standing for Chatzi Kaddish, middle of 46. Yitgadal v'yitkadosh shemei Rabbah v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, וימהרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעולמי עולמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן מעלמה Amen. You'll find the silent Amidah for this evening beginning page 47, continuing through page 52. As always, feel free to add your own personal thoughts to the words on the page, and when you're through, you're welcome to be seated. You'll find Shalom Rav on page 51 in the middle. 51 in the middle.
Shalom Rav
Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav Kol Yoshvei Tevel Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. find Kaddish Shalem over on page 54. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba v'yalma divrach yidutev yamlich malchuteh v'chayechon v'mechon v'chayedecho v'Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'imeru. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam alal me'olmaya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'truma v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei l'kudisha v'rilchu le'elam im kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran b'yama v'imeru. Amen. Titkal bal tzoloton v'uvton d'chol Yisrael kol dam avuhun v'shemaya v'imeru. Amen. Yehi shlam arava min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. Ohoseh shalom bimromav. Huyaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu. Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yal kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru. Amen. You'll kindly turn a little towards the back of your Siddur on page 173. 173. There you will find our Mishaberach for our Cholim, for those who are ill, our special prayer. I mentioned earlier that we add our own thoughts to the words on the page. This is one way that we do that in this part of the service is pause to be able to sing our prayer for healing. Certainly we know people who are in need of healing, whether it be physical, spiritual, emotional, and most definitely our world needs healing as well. So I have a list here that I will read, and if you have names you'd like to add, we'll go around the room. And then we'll sing our Misha Berach together with Debbie Friedman on the left side, again in the small print on 173. So this evening we keep in our thoughts Daniel Eliezer ben Svi, Shulamit bat Gittel, Yisraela bat Sipora, Shulamit bat Binyaminu Malka, Devorah bat David, Devorah bat Avraham Vasara, Dan Siegel, Danielle Rice, Gittel Glasser, Ari Sanders, Ariella Alfieri, Bill Bucks, Lynn Alexander, Marjorie Morstein, Diane Hickey, Barbara Feingold, Harriet Siegel, Lori Kahn-Simon, Nadine Hyman, Ed Tansky, Irene Friedman, Gary Kramer, Arthur Stone, Victor Alfieri, Francis Haber, Michelle Stupak, Caitlin Weathers, Danielle Santini, Julia Bernanke, Teresa Timmons, Esther Rowe, Suzanne Gott, Joan Klepp, Estelle Rice, Hannah Lipman, Susan Aller, Megan Contigno, Natalie Kogan, Kelly Fenish, Rob Richard, Candace Dobro, Bernie Rowe, Danny Ashmore, Jenna Rickoff-Becker, and Deborah Rubenstein. And all names we add as well. Others. We join together, again, the far left side of the page in the small print. Mekor habracha ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us,
Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Refuah shlema to all in need. We turn back in our Siddur to page 56. There you will find Aleinu, and as is our tradition here, we open the Aron HaKodesh, the Ark, for Aleinu and rise. Jonah, if you'll come up and help. If there's anyone else who wants to come up and help, we have a few youngins around. You're welcome to come on up as we join together in Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kgoye haratzot, velo samanu kumishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, shehu notei shamayim ve'oser haaretz, umoshav yikaro b'shamayim imal, ushchinatu zo, begov heim meromim, hu Eloheinu einod, emet malkeinu efes ulato, kakatuv b'torato, v'yadata hayom v'hashevota elevavecha, ki Adonai hu ha-Elohim b'shamayim imal, v'al haaretz mitachat einod. Ki ha-malchut shelcha hi ulamei timloch bechavod.
Kakatu b'toitecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz. Vayom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad. Ushemo echad, ushemo echad. You are welcome to be seated. Thanks, Jonah. As we prepare to recite Mourner's Kaddish this evening, which you'll find on page 58, we pause to acknowledge those whose yortzites occur today and in the week that will be coming. Fanny Appel, Ida Robinson, William Rosenfeld, Reuben Sarlin, Julius Minkowski, Lillian Veprin, Hasha Davidson, Hyman Goldwasser, Nathan Katz, Louis Levy, Julius Weinstein, Hinda Shapiro, and Sophie Silver.
John Ben Diamondstein, Florence Eisenberg, Esther Hoffman, Julius Cohen, William Rosenfeld, Ike Jacoby, Molly Donner, Stephen Sostrom, Charles Willis, and Emmanuel Dreyfus.
You'll find Kadisha Tome, the Mourner's Kaddish, our affirmation of life, page 58. You are welcome to rise, those who are reciting, or if it is your custom to rise during it, you're certainly welcome to rise, page 58. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach leolam olomei olmaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May be seated. We have a few announcements, I think. Harold, if you'll come forward representing our board. You met Harold at the door. He pretty much lives here these days. But he is, we do have to change that, but right now we're happy you're here. You want to, no, that's not going to get you very far because that's mine. So if you want to take that one.
Welcome. Good Shabbos, everybody. Very important topic. Hits a lot of us at home in the beginning of services tonight. We really need to spread the word about that. A lot of people are ashamed to talk about it. So I think that's a good thing that we get it out in the open. Announcements for tonight. Friday night Oneg, Joel Levin and Fran Wertheim. Tomorrow's going to be Esther and Ken Pittman in honor of their 31st wedding anniversary. Wow. Announcements. Religious school is this Sunday from 9 to 12, and Taham Torah is beginning at 10:30. This Sunday, the 22nd, is very busy around here. We have...
What's going on?
It's extremely busy, inside and outside. This Sunday, the 22nd from 9 to 1 is the CBI TOI blood drive. You can still register for a specific time through the link on our site or just walk up, give blood. I pretty much do it every 57 days, which is the window. The incentive has been raised, so if you want a little bit of money, holidays coming up, $25 is what you'll get, and then the synagogues get about a matching stipend. Sunday is also social actions period packing party. Say that a couple of times really fast. From 12:30 to 1:30, there is still time to bring in your donations. This is dear to my heart. Playground cleanup continues this Sunday at 10 a.m. I want to thank Daniel for coming out this past Monday night and helping me prepare some of that cleaning for Sunday. We are also doing bring your leaf blower. We need some yard work, a rake. We're going to be doing some painting of the parking lot as spots allow us, and some other things. We need your help. We can't just do it with a couple of people. Age to Perfection, Medicare and You. I fit in that boat now. Is this Monday, September 23rd, beginning at 11 a.m. Lunch is a baked potato bar, salad bar, and drinks for $10 per person. CBI board meeting is Tuesday, September 24th at 7 p.m. I will not be attending. It doesn't say, but it's in person. Yeah, I'll be in South Georgia. The unveiling for Faith St. Clair is next Friday, September 27th at 10:30 at Beth Israel Cemetery. Please come help make a minion. Join us for our third annual Selicote Sweep, whatever you said. Next Saturday night, September 28th, as we prepare ourselves spiritually for the High Holy Days. We begin at 7 p.m. with a discussion when you are the only Jew in the room. For those of us that have been in Greenville for more than 3 decades, you know what that means. This discussion will be led by Mike Unger, followed by Havdalah, yummy snacks, and a sweep of the synagogue to get things ready for the holidays. The evening will end with a brief Selicote service and blowing of the shofar. Weekly reminders. Sunday is Turning Points in Jewish History with Rabbi Cohn. This week it begins early at 9:35. Sunday is Intermediate Hebrew with Fred Leffert at 11:10. Tuesday Torah study class with Fred Leffert meets at 5:30 via Zoom. Call the office if you don't have the Zoom Connect. Birthdays this week: 9/21 Mark Duckworth, 9/22 Nate Feldman, and 9/24 James Hoffman, and 9/26 Ruben Rubovich. I think that's it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you're going to get that.
So the funeral there's going to be a memorial service on Sunday morning at 11 at Mackey Crematorium and Mortuary on on the Pine Hill, Pine Hill location, and then there will be an interment on Monday, but that's going to be for family and close friends. But please come to the memorial service on Sunday. I know that will mean a lot to Marlene and their family. So the rest of the temple's announcements you can find in our e-news. I will spare you all of the things. We have just as many things happening right now.
I'm sure you do. It's a busy
but
time of year.
Please keep your eyes out for our e-news, and you'll see all of the things that we have going on.
We, in just a few minutes, we're going to head back into the back for Oneg, and we usually do our Kiddush and Motzi in the back together, but we're a bigger crowd tonight, so we're going to do it here on the Bima. But before we do that, I just wanted to just say a few words about the Torah portion this week. As I was studying this week, I thought, wow, of course, Torah is always timely, and if you've been studying the last number of weeks, the book of Deuteronomy is really a review of the history of the Israelites as Moses reminds all of them of all the promises that they are to uphold through the covenant made by both God and the Israelites. And in this parasha of Ki Tavo that we are studying this week, Moses now shifts his attention to the immediate future. This is when the Israelites, of course, are going to enter the promised land. So they've been doing 40 years of wandering. It's really about to end. We won't see it till we get to the book of Joshua. We won't see it at the end of Deuteronomy, but we anticipate it. And so we find the instructions on what we're supposed to do once we go into the land. Here the Israelites are standing at the threshold, really, of a new chapter in the destiny of our people. So once they enter the promised land, the tribes are instructed to proceed immediately to the 2 highest mountains north of Jerusalem, where they're going to reaffirm the terms of the covenant, reminding themselves of what they have to do and what they should not be doing, what they must do, what they must not do. 6 tribes, you can imagine this, 6 tribes are to stand on Mount Gerizim and pronounce the blessings that the people will enjoy, while the other 6 tribes, are standing on this other mountain, Mount Ebal, and they're reciting the curses that will come when the covenant is not fulfilled. So we have the blessings and we have the curses. Now, if you're familiar with the text, I'll ask you, which one is longer, the list of blessings or the list of curses? Oh, you all know it well. That's right, the curses. And more, it's very interesting to note that the curses are very specific, but the blessings are more general. I think that this parallels very well our experience in life. The curses, the challenges, the darkness that we can touch, that often touches us, especially that not of our own choice or making, can sometimes feel pretty overwhelming. And it can feel that they certainly outnumber the good things, that the curses can outnumber the blessings that we have. But in the instruction to the Israelites to stand on both of those mountains, we're reminded that there are indeed blessings, that we can temper those challenges and those difficulties. There is light that can illuminate the darkness. And we heard some of those comments at the very beginning of our service of how we can do that through our ability to give help, through our bringing light, through saying, if it's you on the other end, through saying, not saying no thanks, but yes thanks. So tonight, as we acknowledge the curses of cancer that it can bring to us, I hope we can also acknowledge and recognize the blessings that each of us can bring to those who have become intimately familiar with cancer and those who have endured the physical and emotional challenges of breast or ovarian cancer in particular. Some have endured both. And for those who have been caregivers and family and friends of those who have faced illness, and all of us, we recognize, and I think our Torah reminds us well, that we have the power to pull together in support of them, to bring help, to bring the blessings of kindness and care and love and hugs to all of them. So tonight, we've celebrated those who are survivors. We remember those who have succumbed to those diseases, and we all know people we love who have. And we commit ourselves, I hope, to spreading an awareness of the medical landscape that has to be traversed. And most importantly, tonight we commit ourselves to bringing that hope and that promise and that blessing to others so that at the very least, we can let those who are fighting cancer know that they do not stand in the darkness alone. So I pray as we come to a conclusion in just a moment that we take this Shabbat and that we celebrate it with the strength of community, that we transcend the boundaries of our differences. And I pray that love, hope, comfort, and kindness can be our guide as we bring together ourselves and we bring the blessings of peace, harmony, and healing into the world. And to that, I hope you will say, Amen. We're going to take a cup of wine in celebration of Shabbat, certainly, and in recognition of our ability to taste the sweetness, even through the bitterness of life, the challenges. We can bring those blessings together. So I'll ask if you, again, are able to rise as we take a cup of grape juice, in this case, sweetness of grape juice in our hands, as we turn to page 55 and join together in our Kiddush for Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho mi'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. L'chaim. That's a good year. little sweet. We will take in hand, as we have some yummy treats in the back, we'll go ahead and do a motzi before we end. We've got a beautiful berry zander challah. If you'll join with me together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And we'll make sure it gets in the back for everybody. You're welcome to be seated for just a moment as we turn to page 52. Page 52, there you'll find Oseh Shalom at the very bottom of the page as we conclude together, again, our theme of bringing shalom, of bringing peace, of bringing blessing into the world as a fitting thing to end on this evening. And again, want to thank Courtney. Thank you for all you've done to make this special Shabbat so special. We appreciate the Federation, certainly TOI and CBI members and the entire community coming together in recognition of this special Shabbat. So page 52 again. At the bottom, we conclude. Shalom bimroma, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imro, Shabbat Shalom, B'tei Avon, enjoy Oneg in the back, and we'll bring the challah back there in just a moment.
My guess is it's true. Hoping it doesn't do this for the high holidays.
I just was going through things, and I know, I was just going through things, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta do Shachri? Oh, wait a minute, I gotta do Mincha? Oh yeah, I gotta do Mincha?
Have you written sermons?
No, not yet. I'll admit that to you. I have some things on paper I have marked, but I don't have any complete talk yet.
So I discovered something sort of by accident.